So what we're seeing is there's a lot of interest, there's a lot of focus of the U.S. military right now, even though it's not direct engagement on the Russia-Ukraine war. We've witnessed this, terrible withdrawal from Afghanistan, and of course all the enemies of America were watching that. And at the same time, we've got communist China, the Chinese regime, saber rattling around Taiwan, with some people believing that it might be soon that they choose to invade. And is the U.S. military ready for this?
Yeah, well, thanks. First of all, it's kind of hard following the lieutenant governor after that talk he had. It was pretty good. When you look at the U.S. military, the very first thing I'd say to everybody out there is never discount, never bet against the United States of America. I would never would. But at the same time, you're saying that the military does have some issues right now, primarily in the area of it being kind of woke and what is happening out there, and it's something that we do correcting on. But when you look at the opponents we are now facing, and there's really two, when you have to look at both in what's happening with Russia and you have to look at what's happening with China right now. Years ago, we had a two-war policy where we were always prepared to fight both in the East and the West. We'd fight in the Pacific, fight in at least European engagement against the Soviets in the Warsaw Pact. We've gone to 1.5 policy. So the concern I've got right now is, okay, we've consistently thought and looked at the Middle East, the terrorism. We kind of forgot that China was growing, and we forgot that we're still a Russian threat. So we're kind of in a crossroads right now, and I think it's a crossroads not only of leadership, but also in the kind of ideology that we have. I've always been a big believer, Jan. When I was a commander of a unit, I used to walk in the door and tell them every single day, remember, your job is to fight and don't forget it. Your job is to deter our nation's adversaries. And if deterrence fails, you fight and win our nation's wars. I'm not too sure that's the primacy of the military right now.